Rob, it's okay. You don't need to be afraid of the claymation monsters.
No, they're scary.
But they're cool when they're animated with 2D characters, because you know...
I said they're scary. Didn't you ever sit through Rankin Bass?
Yes, and...
Frickin' Rudolph. Creepy.
Which is ironic, because you kind of look like a puppet right now. You almost kind of look like that garbage thing from Fraggle Rock. I predict stuff! Anywho.
Very scary.
This is Little Gift Shop of Horrors, another anthology one, which I actually like more than the first one. For any other reason, because the stop-motion creatures! So... Now everyone, like, instead of the sweater, they're gonna be asking for the laundry basket back. Where's the laundry basket hat again? It is very puppet.
Wait, now I'm the cheapskate. Let me out!
No, you're the kid stuck in the pool on the 4th of July.
It's the nights that are the hardest.
So, yeah, as you probably know, this is you, the viewer, go into the shop and Stan tries to sell you this stuff, and he makes up stories about them, which I think is funny that he acknowledges he's making them up.
True.
So it's obviously not much about like the mystery aspect, but the stories are very, very funny. One is about Stan getting his hands chopped off by the Hand Witch and getting those back.
Which, in case you're just joining us, Manos, the Hands of Fate.
Yes. Which actually means hands, the Hands of Fate. Wonderful reference.
Totally a Manos reference.
One of the things he was going to sell is the Eye of Sauron.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Which that was great. And
that's not for sale.
While we're at it, I'll just name the R2 things I saw. One was there's a book on cryptology in the Waddles one, which was pretty clever. And then the hand is actually the Game of Thrones throne that she sits on. At the end of that.
Still all about the Waddles hate?
No,
when he's Stephen Hawking pig? When he's Stephen Hawk pig?
No, I like this was a Waddles episode, because there's... Okay, I have no hate against Waddles, it's that there's no Waddles episode. Oh no, Waddles been taken. Okay, he's still just a thing. You know, he doesn't have a personality or anything. He's
a living human... porcine, piggy being.
This one, he at least has a personality, so I like that. But it wasn't real. It was a made-up story. It's like Mario Bros. 2. It's like the one time Princess Peach does something, and it's all a dream. So it's like, doesn't count.
Hey, she could fly in that game.
Yes, but it was a dream. So
an amazing dream.
But then in the real world, we'll give her a game where, like, her PMS is the power. So now she's angry, now she's sad, and that's her weapon. It's pretty funny. Because the frying pan wasn't enough. That was too dignified.
You know what? The frying pan is still better than the frickin' turnips from Super Mario Bros. 2, okay?
She can fly.
Your weapons in that game were vegetables.
So she was the best character in Mario 2. I mean, there's, like, hands down.
Well, now wait a second. Let's not discount the fact that Toad could pick up all the coins really quick, and that Luigi actually was technically a taller jump.
Bottom line, the most useless character in Mario Bros. 2 was Mario. He was, like, totally useless. Nobody was ever Mario.
That's true.
It's like, why be Mario? He is the most average character. So...
It's a me! Just okay!
So, yeah, anywho. So the next one, Waddle gets smart, but then realizes he liked the friendship with Mabel, so he goes back with that. And then the last one, this wonderful, super clever Harryhausen.
Oh my god, that was brilliant.
Where they actually are stop motion, and they make a lot of great jokes about it, about how expensive it is.
Creepy.
The fact that stop motion really doesn't exist, it's all black magic, which brings me to what was said in the end credits.
That was the greatest line too, just like, what, I'm not some sort of masochist? What sort of fool do you think would sit there and animate this for days on end?
I like the Craig the animators too, it's like, you know, it's done by socially awkward shut-ins. They're called animators. So, two in this one. Check out Dr. Waddles' latest book, A Brief History of Oink Oink Oink. And then finally, all animation is black magic, is the message at the end. So,
I love the concept of Mabel conquering her fears by remaking it.
Yeah, and into the Care Bears character.
What was that character's name?
I forget.
It was like, Cannon! it, Sparkle Star!
But the message was always just believe in yourself. Like, that was always the message.
Because I believed in myself.
I love how they talk about how expensive it is, so they just show in shadow the big epic fight.
Oh, well, yeah, that was definitely the best part.
That actually reminds me a lot. They had a video game version of the show, which is very much in the style of like the Simpsons arcade and the Ninja Turtles arcade, and it's amazing until you get to about level 3 and you realize they're just repeating the same foes to fight and there's no variety, but then we get to the last level, they actually say it. It's like, all you do is throw, like, the same character stats over and over, and it's like, what did you expect on a limited budget? It's like, okay, now it's all right.
They have a very...
It's like they acknowledge it and they have fun with it.
Well, and just the send-up to Ray Harryhausen. Like, because Ray Harryhausen's one of my heroes, so it just... The fact that they went all out, made it kind of Ray Harryhausen, did some of his characters, and then that hilarious bit where, like, reading about how, like, other effects have taken over and the stop-motion characters themselves...
Where's the heart?
Where's the heart?
My favorite is that looks so real, and it's like just one of the early versions of CG that just looks looks like Food Fight or something.
Yeah.
So, and that is still, that's still the argument about, CG against hand-drawn and stuff, which is great that this show, I mean, which is still hand-drawn. I mean, there's still hand-drawn shows out there, but it's like...
My favorite was...
Kid shows, not many.
Older films, time for references we won't understand and language we can't repeat. Yeah, that's true. Whenever I look at some of the stuff that we grew up with, I'm like, yeah, things strangely, I don't know.
Yeah, they were definitely everything nowadays. Yeah, everything with kids shows nowadays is more innuendo, which is not bad because you have to be smarter. But at the same time, in the '80s, it's like, yeah, they said a lot of stuff that's like we get a much harsher rating now. They weren't all Monster Squad, but they were close.
I always love in A Christmas Story when Ralphie's just like, a stupid commercial, son of a bitch! And he says
he delivers it perfect.
Son of a bitch!
Yeah. I mean, to me, that's much more funnier than Fudge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a good episode. I love the ending with the Cheapskate. It's a really
and my favorite, the moral of the story we've all been saying, why we love him, just like, that's right, I'm a jerk.
Well, I love at the end the hand one, just as he's walking away, he's like, I haven't learned a thing. The one joke I thought they missed out on that I thought would have been funny is that, the hand witch has the pickup lines and this super chiseled guy comes out and is like, excuse me, I'm looking for a place to, hang out and just rest while I, from climbing. And she opens up the pickup lines and says, girl, you look so hot in those pants. And he's like, oh, thanks for noticing. And it seems to work. I thought it would have been funnier if he said, thanks for noticing and for acknowledging that I'm a girl. So few people realize that. And she goes, ow. Or maybe even funnier if she went, yes! Just play the expectations. So
even the gay jokes.
It's funny. Not that there's anything wrong with it, you just wouldn't have guessed it. And if she said yes at the end as well, I'd be like, oh cool, they're legit. So there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. What's your problem with the gay jokes?
I have a laundry basket on my head. I'm not judging anybody. Oh, by the way, swatch alert! So we get
this one?
3 sweaters.
Chocolate bar
this one.
was one, right?
Chocolate bar was the last one. The middle one was a rock guitar. For when she was doing, what was it, Mabel and the Hog or AM show.
Yeah.
And the first one,
AM.
the first one I believe was a heart diamond. I think, if I remember correctly.
I think that's making you even crazier than the sweater.
Oh sweet, should I just wear a laundry basket for the rest of these episodes?
Maybe.
Oh! Man, now I gotta readjust. There we go.
Anywho, basic episode, but still funny, still a lot of fun. I think the stop motion one especially was just really great that they actually did the stop motion and everything.
I feel like Dark Helmet.
Can't breathe in this thing.
See your Schwartz is as big as mine.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's White Helmet.
Oh,
Bright Helmet.
There's an upside and a downside. There's two sides to every Schwartz.
Yeah, he's the bright side to the Schwartz. So there you go. Or no, when he
I
has
love
the,
everyone.
no, when he's looking in the desert, the Comey the desert.
We ain't found shit.
Which I remember when I first saw that when the Force Awakens trailer came out. Like I saw that post, and I'm like, oh my god, that's hilarious. Nobody else will ever think of it. Like it's all over the internet. Like everyone's posted that we ain't found shit. So,
But you tried.
yeah. Well, no, I didn't post it. I just saw it. I'm like, wow, I'm gonna share this. Like I'm sure nobody else has thought about it. There's like 20 different versions of that same meme. So, yeah, good stuff. And we will see you next episode. Maybe with Laundry Basket.
Lone Star. Ow.
Bye.